Hey people, what's up? It's Jameel. I just want to go over a little bit more about my life in gang stalking and conspiracies and all that stuff. Well, I'm going to keep the conspiracy to the gang stalking. Now, I had spent years doing conspiracies. Everybody should know what a conspiracy is. And a conspiracy doesn't necessarily mean that something's like weird or strange or it's like comical. Conspiracy can be, hey, two guys are conspiring to go have something to eat together. That's a conspiracy. Or it can be two people are conspiring to, set up a craps game and put weights in the dice and beat everybody out of their money. That's a conspiracy. And it goes on and on and on. I was always interested in conspiracies. I went through the conspiracy world, got myself into a situation where I ended up in the gang stalking program. And I've told this story over and over again. I went out and did a lot of research on the 60s and 70s, attracted the attention, literally, of the most powerful people in the world. People who run the CIA, own the CIA, people who own the Vatican, all that kind of stuff. I beat a life-death situation. Then I went through a year of gang stalking, beat that. The reason why I beat it and how I beat it was because of my drive. I had years of rivalry in the conspiracy world, going up against the most the most famous types of cases. Jonestown, Manson family, all that stuff. I was lighting them up. I was ripping these conspiracies up. But the only people who knew I was ripping them up were the people behind them. Okay? Like Hollywood and these secret societies that run the world. And so if the average person listening to it, they don't know. But in essence, I'm tearing these conspiracies apart. And the people behind the scenes are like, man, what's up with this dude? Luckily, because I'm goofy and I'm comical a lot, they didn't perceive me as having the exact intellect to be a threat to them. But they were still gonna take me out. I slipped out of it miraculously, thankfully, and I went to gang stalking. And like I said, I went through a year of that and beat that. And the rivalry within the conspiracy world taught me how to beat gang stalking. And gang stalking is an average thing. Even the Department of Justice admits it's real. It's an average thing. What you have to do is not be average. I'm allergic to average. I don't like average. I put that 110% in no matter what. You know what I mean? We're going to keep the ball rolling no matter what. If we're running off nothing but fumes, if we're running off of remnants of fumes, we're still going to keep the ball rolling no matter what. And that's the type of mentality you got to have. You got to be creative. You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. That's how I be gang stalking. I'm crazy. And so that's what you got to do. And I want you to start interacting with the gang stalking program. Start waving at the cars when they come at you with the headlights. Start interacting. If I could wave at the helicopters, I would. And so that's what you got to do. And it's about, like I said, it's about being phenomenal, man. You gotta use the gang stalking program to benefit yourself. I didn't have discipline before, and I did not have much discipline at all. The gang stalking program gave me discipline, 110%, no matter what. They gave me a lot of stuff. They lost my fear of death for me. To be honest with you, the gang stalking program saved my life. I really shouldn't be telling people how to beat it. I should just be being quiet, but I want to share the gift with people. I want people to go out and be able to say, you know what, if JAMEEL RAWLS is the only person in the world that ever beat gang stalking, I think I can do it better than him. I think I can add that something extra in there. Let me prove he's not the only person. Let me do it. See what I'm saying? And so I got a little camera I take with me sometimes, and I go around and film, and I tell people my story, and I interact with them. Now I'm getting emails from people. People want to know how they can film their gang stalking stuff. Just go out and tell people about it. Just go out and talk about it. Be phenomenal. Gang stalking is average. I wouldn't even, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even tell people to avoid it. I'd tell people just to rush into it. I even recommend the gang stalking program, to be honest with you. I'm rough. My own mother gang stalked me. Isn't that something? I'm rough. And so use this as a training course to improve your life. And it really helps you. I'm serious. It truly helps you. One of the biggest things they do to me is they use females. Earlier today, I live in Norton Shores, Michigan, but I was in downtown Muskegon. Earlier today, I was visiting somebody, and they were using a female. She was walking by, right? And the female, she had a massive ass. I'm talking about massive. And they used her on purpose to try to get my attention and talk to her. And so she walked by me, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is all part of the program. You know, I'm like getting jiggy with it. Nah. And she walks by and she comes back around, and I'm like, in back of my mind, I'm like, Jameel, okay, cut into her. And so I'm like, wow, what are you, a bodybuilder? I'm looking at her ass. I'm like, what are you, a bodybuilder or something? And she's like, do I look like a bodybuilder? I'm like, yeah, you do. And so she started laughing, but at the same time, she's being paid to do it, right? And so, I'm not too quick to jump into her program. I don't know if it went through her boyfriend or whatever happened. And I like for people to come to me. If she would have came closer to me, that would have been cool. I would have continued on. I just let her know, hey, I see you, yada yada. And that's the type of things I go through with the gang stalking program. So it's made my game sharper. So if she hadn't been a part of that, my game would have been, I would have saw that she wasn't a part of it, then I really would have cut loose, and my game would have been like as sharp as a razor blade. We probably would have spent the whole day together. See what I'm saying? The gang stalking program benefits you no matter what, 110%. You're going to be able to keep the ball rolling. And another thing is this. When you train yourself, don't train to be average. And I'm not talking about just to beat the gang stalking program. Use the gang stalking program to make you successful, to get the job you want, to do whatever you want to do, to have whatever you want to have. Let the stress and the strain of the gang stalking program break you down and build you back up so you can be successful at anything you want in life, no matter what. I'm telling you, it's real. The gang stalking program is a tool you can use to benefit your life. I recommend it. So if you're going through gang stalking right now and you want to become the second person in the world to ever be gang stalking, contact me and it'll improve your life 110%. Now, I'm training to go out and talk and be in the corporate world and help people with that. People say, Jameel, I want to get rid of gang stalking. It's your experience of it that has to change. Okay? And there's a lot of different tactics that you can use. Some of them you can invent yourself, but just keep that thing going that we're going to get through this no matter what, and keep that spirituality running. It's all about your spirituality. If they can't beat you spiritually, they can't beat you at all. Okay? And so I know for a fact nobody can beat me on that level. And I'm too close to God. I talk whatever. I'm not Christian, I'm not Jewish, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Buddhist. I'm very familiar with these religions and their concepts of God, but I just talk to the Spirit. I just talk to whatever God is, and I have a good relationship with the Creator, a really strong one, and I know that no other entity is going to be able to come in between that. See what I'm saying? And that's coming from within me. So that's they already lost right there. And then when I'm coming after that is I'm coming with the psychology. You thought that you stopped me from doing something, or you thought you took something from me. It's okay. That was just average. That was just good. Now I'm going to step it up 10 more notches, 100 more notches. I'm going to be phenomenal. I'm going to turn into something way better. See what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. Say, okay, that's okay. All right, that's cool. If that's where it's at, then that's where it's at. Now we're going to take it 100 steps further. See, great opportunities are very simple, but they look hard. They look complex. See, when the gang stalking hit me, I said, oh my God, now I can be the only person in the world to be gang stalking. That's an opportunity. I want this opportunity. I'm fired up about this opportunity. In the midst of all the complications, and in the midst of all the games and all that stuff, and people trying to affect me negatively, we just stay on fire. We stay at that 3-point line on fire. And what we do is we say, that's okay, that's cool. This is going to make me who I need to be for the rest of my life, no matter what. And that's what it did. And so now I'm coming to the people who need it most. I'm bringing people already emailing me. I'm taking my help and my skills, and every day it's getting better. Every day I'm getting stronger, no matter what, spiritually, psychologically, physically, no matter what. And we're taking that to people. If you're homeless on the streets, we'll take it to you and help you beat gang stalking. If you live in one of those mansions over in Beverly Hills, if you run a corporation, you're over in New York City, and you're tired of the gang stalking, you don't want it to, it's messing up your business. You got a business to run. You can't worry about, people riding around with sunglasses. You got to get your stuff together. That's where JAMEEL Rawls comes in at. Where are they at? Let me give them my flyer or my card first. Let them know. See what I'm saying? Don't just sit down and chill out. I'll take care of everything. That's the level I'm at. You know what I mean? And so, I do my conspiracy research. I don't got no problem helping the government. If the FBI called me and wanted me to train their people, I'd be right there. If the Central Intelligence Agency wanted me to come to Langley and train some of their agents how to beat gang stalking 100%, no matter what, I'd be right there. The government is right in what they do. They do what they want to do. JAMEEL Rawls does what he does. The only person in the world to ever be gang stalking, no matter what, 110%. But I want to say I was the first person in the world to beat it. And that's it. I want to say there's a long line of other people on that list of glory. I want to see somebody come out and say, yeah, I beat it too. That's what I want to see. So, until then, I'm just going to keep saying, hey, I'm the only person in the world that beat it. I don't want to keep saying it. I just want to be able to say I was the first person to beat it. And so we want to bring the funk. We want to be able, JAMEEL Rawls versus gang stalking. We want to be able to bring this to the United Nations. Write your congressman. Tell him about me. Tell him how I can help. Tell him about, you know what I mean? Let's take this and spread it out and help people. Repost this on your channel or on your Facebook or something if you're going through gang stalking. If not, I can help you with a long list of other stuff. I can get you through it no matter what. What are you trying to do? You're fired up. You're trying to figure something out in your life. You're trying to get something. You're trying to get through something. I'll help you get through it no matter what. I know all about distractions. That's all gang stalking is distraction. Any and everything the gang stalking program tried to use against me, all it was an attempt to distract me from who I was becoming, from who I was growing to be. That's all it was a distraction. That's okay. Everything from here on out is going to be phenomenal. I thank them for that distraction. But what's going to come out of that is going to be a million times better. And so that's just where we're leading with that. And the things that I didn't like before turned out to be my best friends. I didn't have a car. I haven't had a car in 4 years. Right? That's the best thing that happened to me because I had to walk everywhere during the gang stalking. I had to learn about my vibration and learn to deal with it. Sometimes I'd go home and I'd be frustrated, man. All them cars following me and stuff and everything going on. But I said, you know what? We're going to get through this no matter what. We skin our knee or bust our lip. That's all good. We're going to go back out the next day. And we kept beating on the craft until we mastered it. And that's what you got to do. And so having to walk everywhere helped me beat gang stalking forever. So walking was my best friend. See what I'm saying? Everything that was against me went to help me, no matter what. And so that's how I beat gang stalking. And, it gets, I'd have to sit down and break out for you a list of things of how I got through each individual thing. And if you brought your issues to me, they use different issues on different people. But if you brought yours to me, I bet you I can help you get through it, no matter what. And so, you just got to keep, I'm telling you, what got me through it the most was my spirituality and, again, my years of rivalry with the conspiracy research world. I spent too many years studying conspiracies. I spent too many years learning about conspiracies. I put too much into it, too much money, too much time, too much everything. And then when the ultimate conspiracy entered my life, gang stalking, I said, I have to beat this conspiracy. If I was good at pushing through other conspiracies, I'm going to be able to push through my own conspiracy. So I had too many years spent up in conspiracies to not be able to beat my own conspiracy, a conspiracy against me. And so that's where I'm coming from on that, And so, I look at it I will not be outworked. I will not be, it's all about passion. I got more passion than the gang stalking program. I love the gang stalking program, don't get me wrong, but I got more passion than them. Whoever is running it, the private security sector, whoever these people are, I got more passion than them. I mean, gang stalking is average. I'm coming from a higher. I came down from having to deal with the secret society, the most powerful people in the world. Then I came down to gang stalking. I got through all that. Then I came down to the gang stalking. Now, get off me. Now I got through all that. Now we're bringing it to the world to help entities, no matter what. So, we're just going to keep it moving and keep the ball rolling. And again, my name is JAMEEL RAWLS, and I live in Norton Shores, Michigan. I live in my mother's house. I'm single. I don't have any children. I don't talk to many people. I like to only talk to a few people. A few real type people. I mean, I'm not friendly though. If somebody speaks to me, I'll speak to them. But so, just contact me, email me, JAMEEL RAWLS versus gangstalking at Gmail if you're going through gang stalking or you're going through another issue, or if you're a gang stalker and you don't want to gang stalk anymore, or you want to become a better gang stalker, or you want to talk to the only guy who beat it or whatever, holler at me. All right.